What's up? Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Driving the Line, your number one sports betting show. And it's not even close. Today, we have a lot to get into. We do have some Skenes play, but we have a lot more left. But let's go ahead. Before we get into the plays completely, let's go ahead and take a look back at yesterday. And listen, it was a good day. We're talking about 5-2. We also hit some stuff on the socials, but look at AB going 2-3, and then the crew again with the Rays and Yankees over. Raphael hitting his, Z-Man hitting his, and then Charles. That's we might be on a slide a little bit, Chuck. So we might have to bounce back with him. But listen, I am your host today. I am Daniel Greer. I'm stepping in for Coach, who should be back tomorrow, I believe. But listen, we have a completely fun-filled day, but we can't move any further. Let's go ahead and bring in the five-tool player himself. We call him AB, but his name is Alan Bell. What's up, AB?
DG, good morning, buddy. Good morning, crew. Man, not much, man. Chilling, buddy. You doing all right?
Doing good, man. Hey, we saw you broke your mic.
Yep.
Is it okay?
It is. You might have heard a loud crack as soon as the show started, so apologies there. That one's on me. Try to keep it professional, but yeah, we're holding up all right for right now. So you see orange dots here. It's a Shure MV7, one of the best microphones that you can get. And I just smashed it all over the floor, and it held up. So the company Shure, yeah, well done.
Hey, as Raphael says, call us for sure. All right, let's go ahead and look at the Crew's play of the day. What you got today?
All right, so 2 games, 4 options here. Mets-Yankees, all right, over 9. Mets-Yankees, under 9. Red Sox-Rockies, over 11. Red Sox-Rockies, under 11. Polls in the chat. Vote now, and we will update as we always do at the end of the show.
Speaking of those over-unders, are you going to have a little bit of a weather report for us today?
I am. And here's the thing. So it's hitting pretty well for us. All right. Yep. Now, yesterday, the Braves offense stunk. So that one hurt us. But everything else, man, it's lining up. What you want to know, what everyone wants to know weather-wise this week, weather patterns southeast to the northeast. It's going to be a lot of rain. And we've got some games tonight. We'll break it down further here in just a little bit. But if you're playing any games from basically that Atlanta all the way up to about the state of Pennsylvania, be careful. There's a lot of rain and a lot of thunderstorms. They're going to be out there. So might have some postponements, delays. Just keep an eye there. But we'll talk more in a minute.
Yeah, we'll definitely get into that. And crew, welcome in. As always, the chat is already going. If you have a chance, go ahead and close the chat, hit the like button. We would appreciate it. But let's go ahead and get into our other guys, and let's get into the picks. Oh, look what we have here. Raphael hit his play yesterday. Good morning, Raphael.
Good morning. It's always nice to hit a play early on Monday. I was a little fired up yesterday. I rewatched it, and I was a little fired up. I apologize for the unprofessionalism. A little jet lag, probably, but
welcome in.
Sorry, Soupy. I had to bash your Yankees yesterday, and I made sure I showed you the Washington Wizard Jordan jersey on our text chain, because don't forget, Jordan also played for another team.
Yeah, it was forgettable, as we say. But you know who's not forgettable? Charles. What's up? Good morning.
Morning, DG, chat, crew. Yeah, I'm over here just sliding, ready for a new day.
All right, bounce back day. Soupy, listen, I don't want to give this to you, but I'm going to. I'm going to give you the 15 seconds just because you called me out in the chat last night, but I have a lot to give to you and educate and entertain today. But let me go ahead and give you the 15 seconds.
All right. Good morning, everybody. It is great to be here. I heard, though, that Z-Man was supposed to be hosting, but I think he's still busy on the streets of South Beach celebrating that Heat Summer League championship. Am I right?
They celebrate what they can. Listen, you know, they don't have anything good coming to them down there in Miami, right? Nothing, ever. All right. Well, today we have a lot of picks, and we're going to bookend this with some soccer today. But, Charles, if you don't mind, lead us off with your first play.
The second wave of Champions League qualifiers start today, and Norwegian powerhouses Bodo Glimt hosts RFS in what should be a highly entertaining affair, with Bodo averaging 2.3 team goals at home this season, while RFS, they average 2.5 goals on the road. We're going to back that both teams to score an over 2.5 prop with this match starting shortly at 11 a.m. Eastern.
All right, so make sure you get that in. And again, where can you find that play again?
At all your DraftKings is where I pulled this one at, but this is at all the books as well, offshores, North American books. So
Okay. And if you're looking for it, if you for whatever reason the search bar's not working, you can't find Boda, whatever that might be. What league are we looking for?
Champions League qualifiers.
Perfect. I just want to make sure because sometimes it's sometimes we'll pull up in the search bar, sometimes it won't. And because I'm a dummy, I try to help out our other dummies around here. Mainly I'm talking about Soupy. So Soupy, let's go to you right here. What kind of plays you got here?
Yeah, well, the crew does have the option to take the Mets and the Yankees over today. I'm going to convince you why you should. Luis Gil, last time he pitched against the Mets, he gave up 5 earned. He's been pitching a little better lately. But the Mets, since June 12th, they lead the league in runs, home runs, and are second in slugging. And then on the other side, Jose Quintana, I love this. Highest fly ball percentage of his career. Highest home runs per 9 innings in his career. In Yankee Stadium, my God, it is going to be beautiful. It's a little cloudy, a little cool out here, but I still think the ball is going to fly. And then let's talk about Jordan Hicks. They converted him to a starter. He did start a little bit in the minors with the Cardinals franchise, but it didn't really work out. He's been a reliever most of his career, but they starting him this year. He pitched very well to start the season. 1.89 ERA in the first 7 starts, but 5.07 in his last 12, and they're batting .314, and with the 7th worst bullpen ERA. I just don't think it's going to be a good day for Hicks and the Giants.
Listen, I saw Jordan Hicks many a times down in Memphis with the Redbirds. The dude is throwing flamethrower, but that's all he's got. All of his stuff is off-speed stuff. Isn't exactly off-speed, and I like that player because he has been very flat. And if you look at the baseball term, like a lot of guys have movement, especially late movement as a pitcher. That's what you want. He is very much limited on his movement, and so a lot of times it can't come off as flat. And if you know anybody's going to hit a flat ball, it's going to be Freddie Freeman. I love Freddie Freeman tonight. I think he's going to be a very good option. So I love those plays, Soupy. All right, Raphael, let's come over to you. So I see some Cardinals here.
Yeah, I'm going with the Cardinals team total under 3.5 minus 130. And I know it's Skenes day, and everyone keeps on asking the chat where the Skene plays, but be careful with them. I think the books have finally caught up on his strikeouts and all that stuff. The juices are really high. The numbers are pretty high now, so be careful with Skenes plays. But I'm just going this because the Cardinals bats stink. They lost yesterday 2-1. Skenes' last 3 starts, no team has scored 2 runs or more against his 3 starts. So I just think he does have a good day. I think the bullpen of Pittsburgh will hold off the Cardinals. I don't think the Cardinals score 4 runs, so I'm going to take the Cardinals team total under 3.5 because it's Tuesday. That means it's under Tuesdays.
Is that a new thing? Are we going to go ahead and deem the under Tuesdays now like Charles does every other thing that he says?
I'm just trying to get unders because everything here is over. So I'm just trying to get some love.
I love the under. All right, let me go ahead and give you my play because I do like the Cardinals team total, and I'll tell you why in our crew exclusive. But here I have Garrett Crochet, and he's going against the Rangers. And honestly, they strike out a lot, especially against the lefties here. And so I'm going to go with Garrett Crochet to go over 6.5 Ks at plus 124. I didn't see this anywhere else but FanDuel this morning, and I have projected at 7.8 Ks, and he's had 7+ Ks in 2 of his last 3. And so I'm going to go with Garrett Crochet here, especially against the Rangers, who were 10th in the strikeout rate, but then first in the last 15 days. And so I like Garrett Crochet today for the White Sox for sure. All right, AB, let me go ahead and go. You always have the overplays. Let's go ahead and hit yours play real quick.
Let's go with these 2. All right, first one, we're going to go Astros Athletics over 9. And then we're also going to go Cardinals Pirates over 7.5. And I'll show you the weather and tell you why. So first off, going out to the West Coast, you take a look. Astros, A's. Look, Oakland Coliseum has been paying dividends for us over and over and over. Now we have 10-mile-an-hour winds that are blowing left to right. So left-handed hitters that are pull, yeah, you're going to have a very nice effect there going out to right field. But it doesn't mean that's the only place they're going to hit. It's just good weather to get the ball up and out, and both of these teams have been hitting it nicely. Now, looking at humidity, understand both of these games, Cardinals, Pirates, Padres, Nationals, both could face weather today. Both could face postponements. Both could face delays. Not sure because weather, it's tough to track, especially right in at first pitch. But Padres Nationals, 77% humidity. Now, it's not that these two teams are generally known for scoring a ton of runs, but it will help in getting the ball up and out. But the Cardinals and Pirates, and yes, it is Paul Skenes Day. It is Lance Lynn Day. But you've got 65% humidity, and it will be increasing. And especially if the game delays 30 minutes, 45 minutes, it's going to go from 65% to 75% humidity in the air. And if you're looking at a low number like that of 7.5, all over it, I'll take it. So, yeah, give me the Astros A's over 9, Cardinals Pirates over 7.5.
If you're looking at possibly a delay in weather or whatever, so make sure on the team totals, I think you're fairly safe depending on exactly, which way the weather's coming in. But on pitching matchups, such as I have Garrett Crochet, a guy like that, you want to make sure the weather is good. And so if you are going with Paul Skenes, make sure that you're looking at when the weather's going to come in. Is it going to be throughout the entire game? Is it going to come in late? And so that could help you make your decision. Raphael, what you got?
On AB's play, numbers dropping. Don't take the 9. It'll probably move to 8.5 because most of the 9s are -120. There's a -125. Guarantee you by probably the next hour and a half, we'll see 8.5s pop up.
Okay, very smart. Make sure you pay attention to that. And if you have any questions for our guys, you have their socials. Everybody probably follows them already. But if you're new to this, go ahead and give them a follow because you can reach out, ask them questions. If you have a question, put it in the chat. We'd love to answer it here live on the show and give you that. But all right, the last guy. He's got a first half parlay. We're going to book in this with some soccer. What you got, Charles?
And this is Champions League qualifiers as well. Malmo, Klaxvik, Ferencváros, and TNS, or the New Saints in Santa Coloma, Michelin. We just need one first half goal in each one of these matches as well. And once again, that's Champions League qualifiers.
All right, -110, the first half parlay. So make sure you pay attention to that. It's not the whole game. It's the first half only. So make sure you get that in. All right, boys, everybody's kind of gave their plays. I like it. We have a lot to talk about, especially in the educate and entertain. And honestly, I might offend someone. And probably Soupy will be the person I offend. But I might offend somebody else, and we might as well. We have a lot to talk about. But before, we want to get into educate and entertain, presented by Reagan, the movie.
Welcome to your life.
You can run from a bully for so long,
There's no
but after a while, you're going to have to stand up to him.
What did the president know, and when did he know it?
I am about to start the biggest war of this century.
You told me you wanted to make a difference in this world.
What would you have me do?
I want you to fight!
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Wants to rule the world.
Reagan, the movie's in theaters August the 30th. But a little known fact, Scott Stapp is playing Frank Sinatra in that movie. Did not know that. I started looking through some stuff this morning, so I don't know how that works out. I hope it's not false, but it looked like the credentials from the entire movie. So I'm pretty
Scott
sure.
Stapp from Creed?
It's got to be, yeah.
Okay. What I want everyone to do, all right, what I want everyone to do today for good luck, good karma, go to YouTube and search Scott Stapp, Creed, Marlin song. If you've never heard this song, I want you to go listen to this song because it is out of control.
Marlins?
Yep, he did a song for the Marlins.
Wow. Yeah, I've never heard that in my life. So, and
Yeah.
listen, I grew up on Creed.
Regret hearing it.
Right, probably. All right. So listen, I want to get into a little bit of maybe what happened yesterday. So the Grizzlies lost to the Miami Heat. And in our little group text, the first thing I get was something from Soupy, which was jab me as always. But the fun back and forth. But then I saw something come through. And this has always rubbed me the wrong way. And I don't know why. But when I see Heat culture, and I have another one, I'm going to let the other guys go first. But Heat culture, it just gets me a little bit. It gets under my skin because None of these dudes have probably even went to Miami. They probably haven't even been inside the facilities of the Heat going into the summer league. So how is it the Heat culture? So guys, and Soupy, I'm going to start with you. Like, what is a team motto, a slogan? Like, what is it about a team, their fan base, that they say all the time that just gets under your skin?
So you might think I wouldn't say this, but I am. Talk about this team back here. I hate when Yankee fans say 27 rings. To me, I am a diehard Yankee fan. I love that we have a winning culture, but I can't stand that we haven't won a World Series in almost 15 years. And whenever some other team does well, the response is always 27 rings, 27 rings. No, stop it. Stop it. It's stupid. It's annoying. I don't care about then. I care about now.
Okay, well, listen, this is the same thing that gets me with the Golden State Warriors. When it was Klay Thompson, he'd always give the four rings. Like, come on, dude. I just that bugs me. All right, Raphael, is there a team or a slogan or a motto that kind of gets under your skin?
Nothing beats under my skin. Nothing just makes me want to crawl. The 1990s, the bad boys of Detroit Pistons. Not because I was living there and I had season tickets for the Chicago Bulls, but in 91, it was my first year booking games as a junior in high school, and I bought my sister's season tickets off her. But the bad boys were just under my skin game after game. They write a book about how to beat Michael Jordan. I had to hear bad boys until finally 1991, when the Bulls spanked them, swept them 4 games, and the Detroit Pistons walk off the court, and the game was not even over, not even shaking hands. So it's probably why I don't like Detroit Pistons, even though I love the phrase Detroit basketball. But bad boys just makes my skin crawl because I had to witness it all so long.
I love that each of these are so different, especially like bad boy, the Detroit bad, whatever. That doesn't bother me at all. And it's just because of where we live.
In Chicago, it would have. If you lived in Chicago like I did, it would have.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what's so great about this is some of these probably are your teams, but you know what? We all get offended and just get bothered by so many different things. But AB, what's a team, a motto, a slogan that just kind of gets under your skin?
All right, I'm going to give 2 options. One that gets under my skin and one that I like, but it's not around anymore. So the one that got under my skin, I have to take the bullet myself on this one. The Tennessee Volunteers, football-wise, when Butch Jones was the head coach, they would play Little John turned down for what? Except it was third down for what? And that team gave up every third down ever, and they would continue playing the song, and the other team would convert third downs over and over and over. I was like, sitting in the stadium, like, why are we playing this? Stop doing it. This is awful. Now, all right. Yeah. All right. Look, Robbie says brick by brick. Yeah, that was another Butch Jones one right there. Now, the one that I did like, actually I loved, was Mike Vrabel with the Tennessee Titans. Now, obviously, he's not there anymore, but he had a big mural on the team facility when you walked in, and all that it said was, "Don't do stupid shit that will hurt the team." That's it. And I was like, that's phenomenal. Like, that's the most Mike Vrabel thing ever. And it was true. So I got to give Vrabes credit on that one. But Jones, dude, I still have nightmares about hearing that.
What was the mural of? Just that saying?
Words. That's all it said. God. That's all that it said, because that was the whole point. I won't say it again. But yeah, I loved it. I was like, you know what? That's exactly what you want to hear.
All right. Well, my other one is the St. Louis Cardinals. And I'm very close. I'm even here in Memphis where we have the Redbirds. But there's always something that gets under my skin when they always talk about they're the best fans in baseball. Like, if you have to say that you're the best fans in baseball, then you're probably not. And I know in Chicago, Raphael, that has to bother you some as well. But I just hate when the Cardinals say they're the best fans in baseball, because I've been there. Kind of sucks. And maybe because they're not good right now, but it just seems like it sucks. Like, there's no vibe to any of the part. It just seems down. But anyway,
DG just became my best friend just now. Thanks, DG.
Hate the Cardinals. Listen, and honestly, like, personally, I faded every single team that my father cheered for. So he was a San Francisco Giants fan. I became a Cowboys fan. He was a Cardinals fan. I became a Braves fan. Like every possible team, I went the opposite just because that's probably who I am. But like I love the camaraderie. I guess I don't know, just going back and forth. I love it. So all right, let's get into something else that we're going to talk about. And Adam Schefter is reporting that Jordan Love could be the highest paid QB. That's what it says here, or possibly top 5. But if I had to ask you, Soup, I'm going to go to you first. If all the contracts were equal, who should be the highest paid, or maybe top 5? Is Jordan Love in that? But also, who is actually in that top 5?
Should Jordan Love be the top 5 highest paid quarterback? I don't know. I think it's just good timing for him that he just happened to be behind Aaron Rodgers for so long. And his first year as a starter, he does play pretty well. So now he's going to get the benefit of the contract where now at the quarterback position, you have to pay them. That's why I understand with the Dolphins why they're saying they're not going to pay Tua Tagovailoa. You got to pay him if you want to keep him. But who should be the highest paid quarterback? It's obviously Patrick Mahomes, an MVP, a 3-time Super Bowl winner. He is one of the highest paid quarterbacks, but he does something that Tom Brady does. He continually kind of maneuvers his salary around to open cap space to get better players. He did that with Hollywood Brown, and because he wants to continue to be competitive and win Super Bowls.
Yeah, if you see, like, it's all about the timing, especially like right now. If it's your time to get paid, you're probably going to be the highest. But I wonder how long he can kind of land in the top 5 of the highest contracts. At what point does it cycle through? Especially if Dak's coming up, and you were talking about with Tua. So, Raphael, where does Jordan Love land in that top 5? Especially since he could be the highest QB. But also, is there anybody that you would shock all of us to say that you think he should be the top 5 highest paid?
I wouldn't even put Love as a top 10. First of all, Patrick Mahomes should be the first billion-dollar quarterback because he has rings, and everyone underneath, well, let me say everyone above him, because he's only the 9th paid quarterback. Everyone above him should be laughing. I just cannot believe that he is not the highest quarterback, even though like Soupy said, he always takes pay cuts just like Tom Brady. That's how you build champions. That's how you build a great locker room. But I'm sorry, the owner should say, hey, you know what? Here's a checkbook. You write the number year after year after ring after ring. He should be getting $1 billion. You're trying to tell me that Trevor Lawrence is getting paid? Jared Goff is getting more money than him? Shut up. Justin Herbert, even though his hair looks like Marsha Brady, just shut up. No way. Patrick Mahomes, the first $1 billion quarterback.
Wow, the Marsha Brady reference. That was great, Raphael. All right, AB. Talking about Jordan Love, should be in the top 5, and if not, who should be in the top 5 to you?
It's fascinating because the quarterbacks in the NFL are playing a different contract game than everyone else. It's a completely different situation. Love or hate Jordan Love, no pun intended on that one. Yeah, I mean the interesting part is like he's telling the Packers, I'm not taking anything less than Trevor Lawrence, right? Like, I mean, it's just so strange. And nothing against Trev. I like Trev, but yeah, man, these guys, like, you're right. It is timing. And also understand that the NFL Players Union pushes quarterbacks to always, always, always take every single penny that they can, which, I mean, duh, right? But take as much as you can because it raises the level for every other player in the league, right? The quarterbacks are the guys that raise the level of money, the ceiling, so to say, for everybody else. Doesn't mean that they're always going to get it, but that's why you see that quarterbacks push it because, quite frankly, they need to for everyone else. But yeah, man, like it's timing. Like, have a good season, and if you're a quarterback, immediately go into contract negotiations, right? Like that's what you do. It's strange, man, but you got to do it. Supply and demand, kids. Supply and demand. Study that in school. Yeah, because here's the weird thing. You look at NFL quarterbacks, there are what, 32 starting quarterbacks in the NFL. What number would you put that are above average good? 12, right? Like, I mean, roughly, okay? Like somewhere around that number. Yeah. There are 12 people on planet Earth that can do this job. That's it. There are 12 people. So,
wow.
Yeah, timing, you're right, man.
Joe Flacco almost won a ship playing yesterday, so I don't want to put all the pack on the quarterback.
Oh, no. And
Kyler Murray gets paid more than Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, and Raphael brings up a good point too, is that, quarterbacks get all the blame, get all the criticism, get all the credit, whatever, right? And that's true. They're the face of the team. However, look at Aaron Rodgers, all right? Played on some pretty good Packers teams, but he has 1 ring, all right? You look at Tom Brady. He has, 7 rings? Not that you think he gets away from Tom Brady, but he had a top 5 defense his entire career. It's a very nuanced, conversation to have. So it's tough to put, top 5 or anything like that. But when you look at these guys and you look at it as a job, right? There are 12 to 15 people on planet Earth that can do it, man.
And I would assume that in 3 years after he gets paid, I think he'll probably be out of the top 10. So, yes, he might be maybe the highest paid QB, but I think, it all cycles itself pretty quickly, especially with these contracts. Go ahead, AB.
Sorry, not to interrupt you, but it also helps everyone in the Green Bay front office that Jordan Love works out, right? Like, that's a pretty big swing that they took on that one. So, yeah. Like they're all like very favorable of, oh yeah, great quarterback. Yeah, we made a good decision. 100%.
Yeah. All right, Soupy, I'm going to give you the last thing. Talking about Jordan Love, I heard somebody discussing some of his wide receiving crew. How good are they? Are they just underrated, or do you think Jordan Love is really just making them look that good?
Yeah, I think Christian Watson is a very good wide receiver. He was injured for most of last season. If he's healthy, I think he's a great option. I do like Romeo Doubs, Jalen Reed, Donovan Wicks. There's a lot of great options. I'm not going to say they're all top tier. They're all very good to average, and I think it does. I think Jordan Love is enhancing that wide receiver core. You would hope to see maybe in a year or two that maybe they draft somebody or even pick somebody in free agency, because I don't think anybody right there is elite, but I think they're all very good to average.
Yeah, and that's really what's getting Jordan Love paid is the fact that you're talking about his wide receiving crew is good to average, and he's making them look good, and they were so good, especially when they got Aaron Jones, the running game back mid-year last year. They really just kind of turned up. So
tight ends and running backs are going to be the big key for Jordan Love this year. Not wide receivers, tight ends and running backs.
Yeah, absolutely. And he spreads the ball.
Josh Jacobs is going to play the biggest part in that offense, giving, especially if he plays not like last year, but the year previously when he led the league in touches and overall scrimmage yards. If he plays like that again, that is going to enhance the Packers offense astronomically.
Yeah. Hey, last thing. I know I just said that was the last thing, but I have to go to you, AB, right here. We have a chat question real quick. I just saw it, and now I've lost it. I don't know where in the world it went. It went so fast. That's on you guys. I'll find it in a second, and I'm going to ask you, AB, but it's about Crocs, and so I'm not sure. Here it is. TJ Parker. I'm going to ask you this, AB. How do you feel about Crocs? Should I be happy with getting them, or is this a whole new lifestyle I shouldn't get into?
Okay. I want you to go talk to anyone, and look, anyone that is a nurse, all right, or someone that is in the medical field that is on their feet, all right? Ask them about Crocs. It's a great shoe to have in the house. All bets are off once you walk out that front door, but in the house, they're fantastic. What you want to do, though, the best way to go about it, and I will show you right here. Hold on.
Oh, God.
This is what you want to do, all right? Go get you a pair of slides, old school 90s slides. You get them at Amazon, Nike store, whatever, $25. Buddy, that will save you so much discomfort, and you can wear them out. Bingo, right there. You already know. The slides are the absolute way to go. But if you do have Crocs in the house, some of them are pretty comfortable, man.
Yeah. All right. I saw that, and I couldn't resist. But all right, if you missed the very beginning of the show, we're going to give you our picks plus the home run hitters in the whip around. Charles continues to stay hot here, and so Charles, if you don't mind, lead us off and tell me who you're going to hit the home run right here.
Well, I won't hit it, but I'll ask Rafael Devers to get us one plus 300 out there in Colorado. So for show purposes, Rafael Devers plus 300 to go yard.
All right, Soupy, who you got?
Like I said the Dodgers are going to have a big game today against Jordan Hicks. I'm going to go with the boy Shohei Ohtani.
All right, Devers, Ohtani, Rafael.
I agree with Soupy. Ohtani has a big game. The Dodgers have a big game. Their bats were a little bit silent yesterday, but Hicks is on the mound and not going to be silent today.
Soon, AB will be wearing the DTL slides. AB, who you got?
Go with Kyle Schwarber here. I like Ohtani. That's a great choice. And Yordan Alvarez. I mean, I'm already betting on the game. Yeah, let's go Kyle Schwarber here. You see two Phillies that are listed there. You have some pretty good humidity that's going to be there in that game. Yeah, give me Kyle Schwarber. And real quick, so in the chat, we had somebody brought it up. Let me find it. About life hacks, and I'll put it on the screen when I see it. All right, said like, yeah, Kevin. All right, there we go. What life hacks doesn't AB know? There's probably a lot of them, but I will give you this. Okay, here's a life hack. Anything that takes your feet off of the ground, spend the money to get good ones. When you're fighting gravity, spend the money. Shoes, bed, tires. Spend the money. When anything is fighting gravity for you, do not go cheap because you will pay for it. So when fighting gravity, spend that money.
Listen, I learned that very, very good tip in college. I went to a podiatrist. Is that right? The feet doctor, whatever. And I got a pair of insoles and changed my life. Like it helped my back problems. It was great. But all right,
DG, one more thing
Yeah.
in the chat. People are saying send me a pair of those DTL slides. I could create DTL slides. I'll do it today. If you go to drivingtheline.com, all right, check out the store. I can create. I'm not kidding. All right. I can work with our designer. I'll have that up today. And then also, you guys already know there's a surprise coming for each and every person on here. But yeah, check out drivingtheline.com. I'll show you later today when I get it up. Yeah, you'll see it, man. That's the new thing. That's the new prize on this show.
Can you make a size 15?
Yep. Hey, and nice flex too.
The surprise will be a picture of AB's feet. But we're going to move on from feet talk for sure. Charles, if you go ahead and give us your plays.
Champions League qualifiers, Bodo Glint and RFS. We'll grab the both teams to score in over 2.5. I can definitely see 2-1, 2-2 type final score. And then a Champions League first half parlay, Malmo, Klaxvik, Ferencváros, TNS, and Santa Coloma, Michelin, at least to get one first half goal.
All right, Soupy, what you got here?
Yeah, let's go with the Dodgers dominating over Jordan Hicks over 4.5 runs, and Mets and Yankees. I think it's going to be another big clash over 8.5.
I'm going to go with Garrett Crochet here with over 6.5 Ks at plus 124. I just think that the Rangers strike out a ton. In the last 15 days, they are ranked first in strikeouts against left-handed pitching. All right, Rafael.
I'm also going to drop some knowledge. Never wear slides in a fight because I saw a guy get beat down on a Las Vegas strip because he had slides on. But I'm going to take the Cardinals team total under 3.5 minus 130 because I think Skenes has a nice, not a strikeout game, but a nice game, but a lot of ground outs. I'll take the under 3.5. I don't think the Cardinals score that much today.
All right, AB.
It would be tough to lose a fight in slides and then somebody slapping you with said slides after he just tuned you up. That'd be tough, man, right there on the strip.
He did do that. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that would be tough. You can't just get up, walk away with your girl after that one. You got to kind of reassess life. All right, we're going to go Astros Athletics over 9. If you get 8.5, as Rafael was speaking about, 100%, man, do that. But I'll take it at 9 at minus 105. And then Cardinals Pirates over 7.5.
Pay attention to the weather today. The weather is going to be very helpful in looking at it and seeing that where the delays might come in. Postponement, it's not that big of a deal, especially if they're going to another day. As long as you don't get caught in the third inning with your guy, you're looking for strikeouts. And so make sure you check out those all day. But make sure you check out our guys. You can follow them on social media and make sure that if you have any questions for them, please reach out, send them a message, and that way they can to help you out as they go. But good show, boys. All right, let's get into the closing bell. All right, AB, what we got on the crew play of the day?
Sorry, my mute button is all over the place. Look, we've had an error breakdown right here in the poll, but we just got it back up, and it's going with the Mets Yankees over 9. It was flashing. I've never seen that before. It was flashing like poll error, and I was like, poll error? Like, what does it take? Like one sentence of HTML code to do this? Like, who messed that up? But no. The crew has chosen the Mets Yankees over 9 today.
Maybe too many votes is what the issue was today. Too many votes. All right, great show today, AB. Make sure if you're in the chat, go ahead and close it down and hit the like button on your way out. But another great show today. It is Tuesday. I will actually be back on Wednesday, and so I'll be back-to-back shows. Coach should be back tomorrow, but he'll be back here raring to go as always. Hopefully he catches on to our feet talk today. That should be a good conversation later. But listen, that's all we got for the day. Make sure you go ahead and follow our guys, as always, on social media. We want to make sure we help out, but also get into the DTL community on Twitter. For Charles, Raphael, Soupy, AB, and never forget Producer Man. Thank you so much. I am Daniel Greer stepping in for Coach today. Be nice to those around you. Be nice and tell your friends.